Something is not right with this induction. You're gonna have to edit out a lot of my I'm Aida Khan, sharing with you a really special Pakistani dish today. It's called Aloo Ki Tahari. Aloo Ki Tahari, to me, is the ultimate comfort food. Turmeric spiced rice and potatoes. I know it sounds quite basic, but it's not. It's got a lot of flavor. It's got a lot of beautiful, fragrant spices. I'm going to start off with a little bit of oil, add a little bit of garlic and ginger paste to it. Garlic and ginger, to me, are like the twins that you can't live without in Pakistani cuisine. I'm going to now add the onions. So the onions are now nice and golden. I'm going to move on to the next step, which is adding all of these beautiful whole spices. I've got some cumin seeds, black pepper, curry leaves, and round red chilies. These round red chilies are actually quite particularly lethal, so you have to be very careful how you use them. But they bring out such a beautiful fragrance to the dish, as do the curry leaves. My food influences are both from my mother and my father. My mother used to love to cook. My father loved to eat. It was a really good match made in heaven. We weren't living in Pakistan when we grew up, so there was a huge thing about making sure the recipes and the food doesn't get lost. An aunt or an uncle or somebody saying, do you remember I used to have this when I was a kid? The recipe would just evolve from there. So everyone kind of put in their little bits, and that's pretty much how I started my restaurant as well. Plagiarized recipes from every single person in my family. Okay, so now that all of my spices, my whole spices have sort of infused and the oils have come out, I'm going to add this beautiful star anise, black cardamom, some cumin stick, and then all of my powders. So you've got some salt, you've got some red chili, you've got some chaat masala, you've got some turmeric, and you've got some crushed red chili. I'm going to throw in some tomatoes and my potatoes. They've been soaking in water. The potatoes get done with the tomatoes. They sort of don't take that long to cook. I'm going to throw in some green chilies. So that was about 10 minutes that it took for the tomatoes to fall apart and become a really nice paste. I am now going to add a little bit of water. Just make sure that the water covers the potatoes. Bring this all to a nice bubbling boil. Okay, so the potatoes are now half done. I'm going to add our rice to it and mix it all together. When you're stirring it together, just make sure you do not break the rice. My mother would be incredibly upset with me if I did not share that tip with you. And apparently, there's nothing worse than broken rice in an aloo ki tahari, according to Mom. Turned up the heat, let it all come up to boil. Put the lid on, turn down the heat to a simmer for about 20 minutes to half an hour. Wait for the magic to happen. And now it's ready. Oh wow, it smells beautiful. And now you have it, your aloo ki tahari, the ultimate comfort food. I hate smelling of garlic, ginger, and onion. Glad I don't have any fancy plans this evening. Otherwise, I'd be stinking.